Hey everybody, it's me, Allie Burns from Picks Parlays, and I've got an MLB Rapid Fire for this Thursday, July the 8th. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. With me to dish the dirt, I have the Professor, Dan Kaiser, expert handicapper extraordinaire. How are you doing, Professor?
I was doing good until that introduction. You kind of
Did I build you
put
up
me
a
up there
little?
a little bit. Now I got the pressure. It's first time doing rapid fire, so now I got the pressure of doing that, and now with that introduction. So here we go. Let's see what happens.
Well, don't fail me, Dan. Don't fail me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go through 5 games. Like I said, they happen on Thursday, July the 8th, and we're going to start out with the Oakland A's at the Houston Astros. Astros are the favorite, minus 165. They've got McCullers on the bump. Oakland has Frankie Montas pitching for them, and the total's 9. So what do we got going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay the 165 and take Houston in this one. I mean, Houston's just better in pretty much in all aspects of the game. They're better at the plate. They have the better starting pitcher in this one, and Houston's just been rolling right along the last couple of weeks. Ton of momentum heading into the All-Star break. I mean, you could argue probably that Houston is the best team in the American League right now. The A's have not been playing well. They dropped the first game of the series 9-6 on Tuesday. Houston's just got one of those teams that can put up a ton of runs when it seems like whenever they feel like it. I think they'll just overpower Oakland in this one, so I'll lay the 165.
All right, sounds good to me. You know, I'm from Houston, so I agree they are the best team in the American League. We're going to the Rockies at the Diamondbacks. D-backs minus 135. Total is 9.5. Chichi Gonzalez for the Rockies and Jake Faria for the D-backs. What do we got?
Well, what can you say about this game? Somebody has to win. This is the matchup between two teams, probably the two worst teams in the National League West, and probably maybe the two worst teams in baseball. The Rockies are just terrible on the road, 6-32 on the road. As you said, Chichi Gonzalez is on the mound. Let's not be confused with Chichi Rodriguez, but I think maybe Chichi Rodriguez could be better on the mound in this game. He's just terrible he's just terrible on the road. Arizona struggled all season. They won the first game of this series, so I guess you could say they got that going for them. I'm gonna take Arizona in this one. I'm gonna take the home team. It's kind of one of those things. They play better at home, which isn't saying a lot, but Colorado's just terrible on the road. So it's kind of an anti Colorado pick here. And this is one of those games. You make your bet and then turn off your computer and go put on a movie and check ESPN in the morning to see who wins, because either way, win or lose, neither one of these teams are actually worth watching. So you're better off just making the bet and collecting the money in the morning when it's over. So
I'm
take
with you on
Arizona
that
in
one.
this one.
I like the Rockies a lot when they're at home. I do not play them when they're on the road. So there's really only one option for me in that one as well. So let's roll Diamondbacks there. And let's remember, yes, the Diamondbacks won on a hit by a pitch. So there's that. So Pittsburgh
That's all that
Pirates are
matters.
at the New York.
All that matters is a win is a win.
That's just it. It goes in the W column, doesn't it?
Yep.
So Pittsburgh Pirates are at the New York Mets. We don't have a side on this one yet, but the total is 8. Pirates are starting Steven Brault, the lefty, and the Mets are going with Tajon Walker, who I do like a lot. What do you got going on here?
Yeah, I like the Mets in this one also. I mean, Pittsburgh has been winning some games recently, and that's good for building confidence in the young players, but that's about it. Their season's been over basically since week 2. Like you said, Walker's pitching really well for the Mets, especially when he's at home. Their offense isn't a lot to write home about, but it doesn't really matter when your pitching staff only gives up an average around 2 runs a game. So I think the Mets will score enough in this one, and I just don't have any confidence in Pittsburgh scoring a ton of runs, especially with Walker. So lay whatever it is, lay the juice and take the Mets.
That's just it. We don't have the number yet, but I'm with you. We got to roll Mets here. Royals are at the Indians. Royals are starting Danny Duffy. Indians have Zach Plesac on the mound. Indians minus 145 and the total of 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going to take Kansas City in this one. Coming into the season, the Indians basically they were starting pitching dominant. That was their strength. And, they've been hit with a ton of injuries lately to that staff. And now what was a strength has become a weakness. As you said, Plesac is one of those guys. He's coming back off the injured list. He should fare well against this Kansas City team that struggles on offense, but I've read that he's only going to pitch like 60 pitches. They're going to have it on a pitch count. So then you're going to have to go to that Indians pen probably early. I like Duffy. He's been pitching really good this season for the Royals. He's got a 2.6 ERA and a 1.23 whip in 11 starts. The Indians have lost 7 consecutive games and 9 of their last 10. So I'm going to take Kansas City at the plus money in this one. Thinking
I do like that.
I don't like pitchers coming off the IL, so they'll either hit him early or he won't be around long enough to really do any damage. So I'll take the Royals.
I can't disagree with that one. Hey, a losing trend is the same as a winning trend. You just follow the trend on this one. That's just it. Cleveland's losing. They should keep losing for a while. So the last one we are going to do is the Detroit Tigers. 3 series sweeps in a row right now against the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota's the favorite, minus a 135. They're starting J.A. Happ. The Tigers are starting Skubal, and we have a total of 9.5. So wrap it up. What's our last one?
Well, I don't like much of anything when it comes to Detroit.
Or Michigan.
Yeah, especially if it's the University of Michigan. But that's another story for another show. But no, I'm going to take the Tigers in this one, actually. Houston's been a huge disappointment this season. They were supposed to contend in the AL Central, and, I mean, since day one, they've just been terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing them trade off some of their players. As you said, Happ's pitching for Minnesota. He has an ERA above 6. The Tigers have been playing some really, really good baseball, the last 50-some games. So they're surprising. They got a lot of young, good talent. They got a lot of young, good pitching. You get a lot of production out of Miggy right now, which is somewhat of a surprise for Tiger fans. And you got to ride that while you can because you won't get it for much longer. Take Detroit in this one at the plus money.
Yeah, as long as Detroit plus money has been money for me all year because they're always plus money and they're a lot better than people think they are. I also like Detroit first 5. That's another play I've been cashing on this season. So I'm with you on that one too. Dan, we agree to agree on this MLB Rapid Fire. Thank you so much. Those are your free picks for this Thursday from Picks Parlays.